Alfred, thank you for taking the time to sit with us today. We know you're in the middle of preparing for your upcoming fight in Oklahoma City on September 27th, 2025. Before we get into the details of training camp and this next big match, we'd love to take a step back and learn more about your journey. What inspired you to lace up those gloves, the challenges you faced, and what keeps you motivated inside and outside the ring. So, can you take us back to the very beginning? What first drew you into boxing, and when did you realize this sport was something you truly wanted to pursue?
First of all, thank you for having me today. And I kind of, ever since I was a little kid, I've always been a fan of the sport. And I've seen movies like Rocky and Raging Bull, and I always kind of wanted to do it. But it wasn't until I was older and actually got the opportunity when I realized, like, hey, I can actually really do this. And it's a way to take care of my family, so why not put everything into it?
And who were some of the early influences or role models in boxing, and how did they shape the way you approach the sport?
People like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier, you know, some of just those old school guys that really put in the work and worked hard and walked the same that they talked, you know.
So growing up in Guthrie, how did your hometown community play a role in your journey as a fighter?
They played a huge role in it. Every time you come to the fights, you see them in the stands. It's full of people, and they're all cheering for me, and they all come from Guthrie, and they all make their presence known, and the support is very much appreciated.
So what does a typical training day look like for you, and how do you push yourself through the toughest parts of camp?
Training day for me is getting up at 3:30, going for a run, going to work and working however long I'm there, coming home, training again with the class that I train, and it's a lot. And even after I'm finished with the training class, I'm still in the house working out, eating dinner, still just doing the little things it takes.
Yeah. So how many hours do you think you put in a day with boxing and working?
Probably about 18.
24 hours in a day.
I sleep later.
Good deal. Boxing is as much mental as it is physical. What mental routines or strategies do you use to stay sharp and focused?
I watch motivational videos, and I try to listen to music that puts me in a mood that keeps me going, because you know music can control your emotions. Just like you listen to something sad, you get sad. So I try to listen to something kind of up to keep me up. And then I write things on my mirror to kind of keep myself focused and guided, and just always thinking about the things I've gone through in my life and being thankful and appreciative to have the opportunities to do the things I do. So that kind of keeps me on a straight and narrow.
So can you walk us through how you prepare for a fight mentally the night before and in the hours leading up to stepping into the ring?
The night before, usually the night before, I'm kind of just hanging out with my kids and enjoying the time with them, because I never know how I'm gonna come back to them. So I always wanna make sure that before I go in there, I enjoy my time with them. You know, we have fun that night. We'll usually watch a movie or something. And then the next day I kind of just sit around and just try to be as relaxed as I possibly can. And, you know, I'll get to the arena or whatever, and I just sit back and I just sit there and listen to music until it's my time to go out. I don't really move much. I kind of just try to keep my mind clear and all my energy preserved.
So every fighter has to deal with setbacks. What was one of the hardest challenges or injuries you faced, and how did you push through?
In 2017, I was training for an MMA fight, tore my ACL, MCL, meniscus, and shredded all the cartilage in this knee.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. And so how long was that recovery?
About 6 months, and then I took a little bit of time off to kind of just get things in order. So altogether, like, I took about 3 years off. Yeah. But I mean, in hindsight, it was a good decision, because it got me in some of the best headspace that I could be in to really get back in this and make a true run at it.
Now, did you do any physical therapy?
I did for the first couple of months, but you know, I blew this knee out before, so I kind of understood what I needed to do to get it back in order. And once I kind of started feeling better, I just kind of went my own route.
Pain and recovery are part of the sport. What lessons have injuries taught you? Not just about boxing, but about yourself.
That pain is 90% mental. You know, the older we get, the more we're going to be in pain, and we're probably going to be in pain our whole life. So I might as well just ride it out and take it for what it is.
I like the boxing. Yeah. How do you handle moments of doubt or fear in the ring, and what helps you channel those emotions into performance?
I used to have trouble with it, but the older I get, I don't have very much there because I understand what I'm doing and what it takes to be able to do it. If you have any doubt in yourself, this is not the game for you to be in. And like I saw a quote from John Jones that said it's okay to have butterflies as long as they fly in formation, which means controlling your emotions and using it in a way that it's going to push you to do what you need to do.
Yeah. Outside of boxing, what does life look like for you?
I'm working all the time. Either I'm at work or I'm with my kids. There's really no in between. Just spending time with them, watching them grow,
And
hanging
how
out
many
with
kids
them.
do you have?
I have 4 sons.
You have 4 sons.
Yes, ma'am.
And so we're in the year 2025. What are their ages?
2, 4, 7, and 10.
Oh man, and they're all boys.
All
right?
boys.
Wow. You wouldn't have have it no other way.
No, not at all. Not at
Now,
all.
how did they feel about you boxing?
They love it. I mean, they've only been to 1 fight. I don't let them come a whole lot. I'm trying to wait for them to get to the point to where it doesn't freak them out to see me get hit. Because I mean, no boxer fights and doesn't get hit. You know, it's part of it. And sometimes I just say screw it and take a couple punches. You know, you got to take one to get one.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of waiting on them to get a little bit older to be able
They
to
don't
really
want to run into the ring like you hit my dad.
But no, they do enjoy it though. They think it's cool. You know, they think it's cool. They can look me up and they can see it and show their friends and stuff like that. So.
And now, have any of them have interest in boxing?
Yes.
Really?
I do it so they don't have to though. You know.
So boxing can take a toll on time and energy. What does your family support you through the ups and downs of your career? Or how does your family support you through your ups and downs?
I think mainly just them understanding that this isn't easy and it does take a lot of time. And you know, there are times where I'm tired and I'm worn out, but you know, it's just, they've always been here to support me all the way around. And that's really all that matters is, you know, having that support and knowing that like, hey, it's not gonna be easy, but I'm still gonna stay on track and do the things that I need to do. You know, I'm not gonna waste the time that I'm using to be in this situation.
Now, how does your mom feel about people hitting you?
Oh, she does not like it at all. She does not like it. But she's always there to support me though, which means more than anything.
During a match, what's the emotional ride like from the opening round to the final bell?
It's very high, you know. I mean, from the time that it starts, your heart's just beating, and it takes a while. It takes a couple of years to really get to where you can control your emotion in there and be able to enjoy the moment rather than just experience it, you know.
So, how has training for this upcoming September 27th match in Oklahoma City been different from your previous fights?
I think each fight, the training gets a little bit different just because I'm getting a little bit more experience and I'm understanding my body and the way that I move and the things that I need to do a little bit better. So everything kind of varies depending on the opponent and the situation and everything.
So how do you feel about your opponent?
It's going to be a fight, you know. He's a little bit older guy, but at the same time, he's got a whole lot of experience. This will be his 80th professional fight. So, I mean, and with that kind of experience, you learn a lot of tricks to the trade. And he's a tough guy. I'm going up in weight classes. So, I mean, it's going to be a good show.
Okay. And what made you want to go up in weight classes?
I'm one of those people, you give me something, I'll do it. You know, they find me an opponent, I don't care what weight it's at, I'll do it. I fought smaller, I've fought bigger. Just whatever I can do to try to advance myself a little bit at a time.
What's one fight in your career that taught you the most about yourself? And what did you take away from it?
One that really taught me about myself? I fought this guy named Jonathan Gary about 2 years ago. I fought for a belt and he beat me. And man, it really bothered me for a while, but going back at it, it just motivated me to do better. And after that, I kind of went on a pretty decent streak, and it just kind of inspired me to work harder and see where me losing wasn't because someone was better than me, but rather because I wasn't putting in the work like I needed to.
And so, when fans come out on September 27th, what kind of performance can they expect from Alfred Ratcliff in the ring?
A fight. I'm showing up to fight. I mean, there really is no other way to put it. I'm gonna come out there and I'm gonna fight, and it's all on the line. So I'm not gonna leave anything out there. I'm leaving everything out there, you know.
Yeah. Okay. And so I know that you teach a class of
Yes,
for
ma'am.
young gentlemen running around the community of Guthrie. So how do you fund that?
Well, I charge $60 a month, and and that's if you can afford it. If you really can, I'm really not tripping over the money. I don't do this for the money. That just helps cover things like getting cases of water or getting equipment every now and then. Because I mean, when I'm really going, I've had almost 20 kids in here, and 20 kids will run through a lot of water real quick. And I mean, really, I kind of just fund it for myself for the most part.
And so what motivated you to do that for the children?
Growing up here in the city and understanding that, like, if I had something like this when I was a teenager, I probably wouldn't have made some of the mistakes or gone down some of the wrong roads that I did. So just knowing the fact that I can provide something like that for the community makes it worth it.
And so you moved away for a little bit from Guthrie, and then what motivated you to come on back?
Just life situations and things changing. I kind of didn't have anywhere else I could move back to, and when I did come back here, the community really embraced me and supported me and stood behind me. So ever since then, I kind of just been, going all in for this town.
Yeah. And so as far as your fights, then you need sponsors.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how would someone be able to sponsor you? What avenues?
You can reach out to me on Facebook. That's usually the main social media that I use is Facebook. I have the most people on there. Mm-hmm. And then, I'm always looking for sponsors. The promotion itself is always looking for sponsors as well, because the promotion is ran by two people that work just like I do. And a lot of these events, they pay for them out of pocket, which is hard. You wouldn't believe how much some of these events cost.
And so what is that company's name?
It's Hackman Boxing Promotions.
Okay. And how long have they been around?
They've been around for 3 years. I'm actually signed to the promotion.
Okay.
I've been on every one of their shows except for one.
Okay. Now, are they based in Guthrie or Oklahoma City, or where are they at?
Okay, it's out of Las Vegas, but it's ran by a man named Lydell Rhodes. He's from Spencer, Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. So he moved out there and he trained at the Mayweather gym for a while and did pretty good for himself, and he wanted to come back and bring something here to kind of give Oklahoma some spotlight, because on a bigger scale, Oklahoma is really not looked at as one of the states where boxers really are successful from.
Right. So like, oh, we got some boxers running around from Spencer?
Yes, ma'am. We actually got a couple of them that have been on the world level. We just don't ever hear about it.
Yeah. And it's just because Oklahoma is just not one of those places.
Not one of those places, and really just needs more interest brought to the sport, more eyes put on it. Because, I mean, it's a lot of people out here that work really hard at this. Even like some of the cities in the gym, you go out there and you see kids as young as 6, 7 years old. They come out every day and they train up until they're adults.
And so for the children, do you feel like it's great discipline?
Oh, it definitely is. It's good for discipline and building up their confidence and helping kids just have more confidence, which will go a long way with them in all avenues, not just sports, but I mean sports and making friends and doing good in school.
Good deal. And so, okay. And so what are some of the different attitudes you have watched with these kids, how they have progressed?
I see all kinds, and like really the ones that have been with me for a while, it's where I see the most at, because I can kind of see where they start at when they don't really know what they're doing to where they are now, because this is one of those things that you don't learn how to do this overnight. You don't learn how to do this in a month. It takes a while. and just being able to see these kids really put forth the effort to show up every day and learn and get better at it, it's impressive. It is. Because it is boring to come in here and do the same punch in the same bag every day. It's boring. And it takes a certain mindset to be able to do this every day and come in and still be motivated and inspired to work.
So, Alfred, we appreciate you sharing your stories, your struggles, and your passion with us today. It's clear that your journey is about much more than just boxing. It's about perseverance, family, and heart. We wish you the best of luck in your September 27th fight in Oklahoma City, and we'll be rooting for you every step of the way.
Thank you for having me. It was good talking with you.
Still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find. Let's go. The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you wander so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer, I'll find my way and get off of this lonely road. Off of this lonely road, off of this lonely road, off of this lonely road, off of this lonely, get off of this lonely road. Would you catch me? Tell me, would you catch me if I told you I was sorry? Could I fall into your blessing? Would you wrap your arms around me, never drown me? If I walk towards the light, could I tell them that you found me? God, the only help I got. I know some people plotting on me, probably thought I'd rot. Praying for my downfall, wanna take my spot. Guess I deserve it, all the evil came out my heart. But I'm just a man who's got blood all on his hands. But does a humble sinner still deserve a chance? Hey, take me up, I pray to God I never land. Step by step, I've walked 100 miles and I still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find. The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you wander so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer, I'll find my way and get off of this lonely road. Off of this lonely road, off of this lonely road, off of this lonely road, off of this lonely, get off of this lonely road. And get off of this lonely road.
Hand on the game, we are not playing the same.